to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Go get him, go get him, go get him! He's cracked. He's checking crack.
Goff taking it right to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still sold down to earth.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
We go, play.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's to Laporta again. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
10 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, it's Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1 to 2 yards there. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Motion.
They're going to throw again. Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 3.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on third down.
180.
Again, Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Big strike here to Williams. They're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Gibbs on second down. He dodged the tackle. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Kick this one away. Ty Felton here to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown to interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week, the 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It'll lead to an awful lot of L's.
Moving 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
McCarthy throwing on his 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
10 yards.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. McCarthy keeping the pedal down.
He's sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Third and long for him here. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 Tiger.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball's gone that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to work quickly now.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
6 yards.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go.
His kick is good.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs. He just got it done.
Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. He's got a man left. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play, that's him 17 yards. And that is good for Detroit first down. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Off play action, Goff. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back who shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That one complete to St. Brown. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. First and 10 from the 32. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Goff to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down, but still a very good game. They picked up 12, 3rd and short. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Montgomery. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Goff. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
14, Vikings 3.
Clock's down to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. They could use something to trim that deficit and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Minnesota spends its second time out here.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's McCarthy to throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down. Another throw here for McCarthy. Will he put everything he's got behind it? And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. He's back to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds as we assume our final snap. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's looking deep once again. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half.
Okay.
And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run of prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
McCarthy throwing on third down. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the 4th and long.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. What a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. That's complete to Slaw. And he's taken down, but before he gets this one at the 41. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gonna throw again. Goff. Hits him on the out route. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Again, Goff. Big strike here to Williams. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Game and the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game.
Vikings 10. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And this will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty. Incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Goff on third. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Well, Brock, it only took a... One play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Offense to the line for second down.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. You'll see he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 34.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connecting on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 10. And
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Brian close to the 8. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
the Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Put the body on the line for his team. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Bronc. A response in order as they take over. First down throw from Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
180.
Looking to throw. Hits his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's how you draw that defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions holding on to a field goal lead. The Lions readying for the punch. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Robert gets it to start the drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really crave man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end is.
Complete to Chuba Hubbard. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Checks this one down. Hubbard. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here he is to throw. He has room past the 25. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Again, McCarthy to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. They cashed in when it really mattered.
Lions 21.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
on the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.